So the testing itself at cloud obviously can be done across all the devices, but it's about the time constraint. So that strategy has to very well articulate that what are we going to target? Because if we try to target everything at once, the testing strategy won't be as effective as it can be.
Today, more people are spending time on their mobile apps than on any other device. And it has been reported that 70% of all US digital media time comes from the mobile apps. And thus, having to manage the performance and usability of mobile apps are important for any company in maintaining a positive user experience. How can a company adopt an effective mobile app testing strategy? And how does LambdaTest cross-browser testing cloud platform help to seamlessly implement such a strategy?
Again, that's a really insightful question because starting and doing testing from the day one is definitely not a good strategy. Whenever you're trying to build out some product and plan out the testing out there, strategy plays a very key role. And that strategy includes that what are we going to test, because the breadth of the devices that are available in the market is so huge. There are top end devices provided by Apple, and it goes back to very affordable smartphones and some feature phones available. So the testing itself at cloud obviously can be done across all the devices, but it's about the time constraint. So that strategy has to very well articulate that what are we going to target? Because if we try to target everything at once, the testing strategy won't be as effective as it can be. For example, the iterations will take so long and the feedback will be delayed up to a lot of extent. It's like very important for the product strategy guys to sit down and devise a plan on what device they want to test and in what manner. And again, testing on devices can be achieved by testing on either on the emulators and the simulators, which are virtualized miniatures of the actual devices, or on the real devices. Now, there are different testing stages in there. For example, some of the parts of the testing can be easily done over emulators and simulators, and those are very quick to do the feedback as well. So if there's something that is being rapidly developed and does not have to be exhaustively tested from the end user's perspective, it's always advised that we use emulators and the simulators because these are affordable, these are cheap and very fast to give the feedback. But then at the close of the whole production cycle, if we actually want to test out how my end user is going to experience it, at that time, we need to select a short subset of the end user devices that majority of my customers are using and then test them over the cloud. Now, why LambdaTest plays a very pivotal role and can help accelerate this kind of testing is because we have wide array of devices available. So from entire range that I just spoke about, but then we also have some of the other tools that tie up very tightly into this whole testing cycle. For example, we provide integrations to create bugs in your bug tracking system, such as Jira or any other tool out there. So for the end tester who is actually testing out the website or an application, it's very easy for them to sit in a single platform and from there itself accomplish every other task. They can see the data and they can see the analytics. They have the data at their disposal, and then they have a huge variety of choices over which they can develop. We provide emulators and simulators as well as real devices. So everything that is required to accomplish that testing is provided by the LambdaTest. We take care of the infra and you take care of the test cases. That's what motor line is.